let her rock. All right.
Go big plays. Tied up, splits the double with 8. She's gonna get a shot off each.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
We are back with another episode of Stick Talk. It's your boy Scotty here with Brian, Diggs, and Shane. And yo, we got a new guest,
the homie,
joining today. Not just any guest. We're talking about Alex Poole. Alex, what's poppin', bro? How you living?
I'm absolutely fantastic. I've never been more excited for a 9 p.m. Eastern call in my life.
Love that.
Yeah, it's funny because Poole's actually been on my ass about getting on this damn show. So
That's what's up. Okay.
I'm
Dude,
like,
yeah, I just don't know why it's taken so long. I've literally asked you 30 times to be on here.
Expose him.
Listen, it's a holiday season. I'm happy to give my boy an opportunity to join.
Dude, it's not even that. It's that Nestler came on before me, and he was like the only white guy on this show. I'm like, what else do I have to do? I'm more seasoned than Nestler. I'm way more seasoned than Nestler.
No way. You said what else I have to do.
Yo, you know what? Nestler was on the show, but he wasn't on like the full episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm happy to be here now. I really peaked. Yo, he called Nestler boiled chicken. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yo,
boiled chicken. Yo, he called him pumpkin pie. What?
he had to say all that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's just why I've been so mad this whole time. Is like how the hell? What else do I need to do here, guys? Like bring you to PLL Champ Series every year, or bring you to the PLL Championship. Like can't even make it on a podcast.
If I was running this, you'd have been on earlier.
Yeah,
that's why I love you, Diggs.
Well, I'm glad to have you finally on the show. Let's get it. Okay. Yo, Poole, before we start off, I want to know, you've met me and Diggs in person. Okay. So I want to know, what was your first impression of me and Diggs?
Okay. I met Mikey before you. It's fun actually crafting a tweet the other day, just like randomly. I was looking through my photos app and I saw like a photo of me, you, Diggs, and Kev. And I was gonna do this tweet that was like, accidentally messed around and met some of my best friends at work. And I just wanted to get that out of the way. I just love you guys so much, first of all. But I met Mikey first, doing Weekly Watch revamp. And then that's before I was West Coast for that 1.5, 2 years. First impression of Mikey is that I could just never talk as cool as he can at all. He answers the phone. He's like, I was like, hey, Diggs. He's like, ain't none to it. Like, bro, I could never, ever say that. Mikey, my first impression is Mikey's just too cool. And he's also an intellectual. It's just a dangerous combo. And then Scotty, you are like my friend Matt Haynes, who I've been trying to get you two together for the longest time. He's my best friend from college. And you're just the most high energy, ADD, just best person in the world. You just make me laugh constantly.
Poole, what dog did you say he was like? You said he was like a...
I would say golden retriever.
That's what you said. Yeah. You said golden retriever.
Hey.
Now we're looking at Scotty. I see like Poole thinks he's a golden retriever. I think it's hilarious.
Poole thinks he's a golden retriever?
Scotty. Poole thinks Scotty's a golden retriever.
Damn, dude. Nah, I'm a wolf. Okay.
Hey, next question.
Yo, well, whatever. You know what's funny though? I love when I asserted my dominance 2 years ago at the fastest shot competition versus you guys.
They made me use a sawed-off D-pole. They made me use like a 45-inch shaft.
You still use the D-pole, and I use the shorty. So
nah, that's not the same.
Come on, son. Do you guys know physics?
I also didn't get to use my head. Whatever. You can have it. I'm just saying there are variations here.
I don't like shooting in flats. I shot like 86 in flats and didn't like it.
Here we go. Okay, guys, you guys make excuses all the time now.
I didn't
Like,
make excuses when the video came out. I'm just saying we talking about it. I don't like shooting in flats. I can't follow through.
Okay. If Diggs doesn't like shooting in flats, I will say you won the fastest shot, but I definitely won the accuracy by a mile. And
Okay.
that's on the record.
Yeah, that happened.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if dominance is 100% here.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna go on to the next topic here, guys. Okay. Because we're talking about shooting and stuff. You know who was shooting the other day? Cam Spencer and Pat Spencer. Okay. They played against each other
How
in an
crazy is that?
NBA game. I don't know what day it was, but how wild was it seeing the Spencers play against each other in an NBA game?
Insane. That's crazy. That's like, I don't think that ever happens in any other sport ever.
You know, it's funny because I remember going to a Rutgers game, go Knights, and Rutgers was playing against Northwestern, and people were talking about Pat Spencer like he was some regular or some casual. I was like, yo, you know who that is? You know, that's my Pat Spencer, bro.
That's my sweet beloved Pat Spencer to you, sir.
And what a lot of people do, especially on Twitter, you know, Pat Spencer and Cam Spencer both dress so like classic default. So people like always make fun. Where did they get these guys from? But yo, they're straight up ballers, yo.
There was we posted about that on TLN, and there was my comment on there was, I know that Pat Spencer is 100% completely about buckets and nothing else because he wears number 61.
I saw
that is dude, that's a center. That's a third string center number.
Yeah.
Like
not even starting. So yeah.
He got assigned 61 at Capital City Go-Go and never looked back. That's insane.
He's like, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm rocking.
Yeah, somebody like there we get all these comments. It's like first lacrosse player, two, like whatever. It's like anytime we post like cross sport, and then somebody was like, first brothers to play lacrosse to play basketball. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, this actually might be the first brother duo to play lacrosse and match up against each other in the NBA. So
that's absolutely
that one actually might work this time.
Yeah, that is actually crazy. I mean, you look at Cam Spencer, there's like no way you'd be like, this guy's going to the league, like league him right now. Like at least Pat kind of has that build. Like Cam Spencer looks like an average dude, but he gets buckets too.
Cam was at UConn though too, bro. When they went at Natty,
he was also at Rutgers. Don't get it wrong. He was at Rutgers.
I forgot about that.
He don't bring up. Yeah, guarantee. Where'd you go to school, Cam? And I went to Loyola and I went to UConn.
Well, he was at Rutgers, so go Knights. Okay, go.
That's
Knights.
crazy. Y'all see the comment? Y'all see the comment? Somebody said, "Please don't tell me Cam was sick at lacrosse too." And the reply was just his YouTube highlights, and I clicked on it, and I was like, "I wonder if he was any good." Okay, he played at Boys Line 2, 67 points. Just 67-point lacrosse player at an MIAA school, man. Like
I didn't know that.
He was better in lacrosse too.
He was
67 of them things at BL, bro. He was valid.
I'm still astounded from Pat Spencer. It was just like one day he's just like, I'm gonna go play in the NBA.
Yeah, just extremely casual. It's like, you know what? Let me just go give this a try. Man, once one time was like, what else can I do with my life?
Who does that?
Big stretch. Made the NBA.
So I was saying that Cam Spencer and Pat Spencer, like they usually don't look the part because, you know, they just look default. But look at this right here. I want to see if you guys think this looks the part here. Okay. Does that look the part?
No, dude.
Hey.
Yo, wait. Did y'all see?
Yo.
Did y'all see Romar's tweet?
Yeah.
The little Sasquatch.
Yeah.
What did Romar say?
I was crying when I saw this, bro.
Let me pull up the tweet. Hold on.
Wait, I got you, Diggs. I got
All right, yeah.
I want the people who are not watching the virtual or the video. It's a picture of a Trevor Baptiste bobblehead, You guys ever see the Dwayne Wade statue? It's the equivalent.
Yes.
Yo, Shane, what did you say? What did you say that he looks like?
Yeah, Shane. I'm trying to remember what he said.
Oh my god.
I gotta find
That's
it.
Jake from State Farm, bro. That's Jake from State Farm. I looked
He's
at
mi-
him immediately. I was like, that is.
He's
He's
not
missing
her.
some chains. He's missing like 5 chains.
He's
Yeah.
missing some. He's
Oh!
missing some chains and he's missing some shades.
I can't.
Nah,
see
man, the
it.
shade is perfect for Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
I can't. That was.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
3 shades lighter than Trevor.
Absolutely. And this was
That shit was
Romar's
funny.
response to
I was in tears seeing Romar.
Yeah. Yeah.
yo, because he's not
It's
a regular
perfect.
tweeter, but when I saw him tweet this,
Idea.
That's what I was gonna say. If Romar was like chirping that one, I was like, that like kind of looks a little bit like Romar. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, right to the little Sasquatch.
Like it's like
Bro, good.
Trevor's beard for sure, but it's like kind of got Romar's face a little bit.
Yeah.
man, if
Romar's
you didn't put any
hilarious,
number
bro.
on that, I'd have no clue who that was, man.
Straight up.
I'd have. No
I wish
clue.
Romar don't even tweet like that.
I wish Romar would tweet more, man. He is so like low key under the radar funny.
I get it from that tweet, man. I was like,
He needs to tweet more.
All right,
He's
all right.
a funny dude.
So we know a good amount of players here. I'm going to go a little off script here. Who in the PLL do you think is under the radar funny? I have my pick. Poole, since you're around too,
That
you
would've been
probably
my
know
pick.
who you think is under the radar funny also.
Under the radar funny. Dude. Do coaches count?
Yeah, why not?
Stephen Brooks cracks me up. He is
Okay.
like he's
He
not
was-
even just like super like humorous. He's like his energy is just like he just comes in and like, hey man, how's your day today? It just makes me laugh all the time.
I could see that. That's a good pick. Diggs, who you got?
It was Romar. I mean, that's
Romar.
kind of what started it, right? Yeah, that's always been my comment about him since I spent any sort of time with him. He's just it's completely unassuming. Like, I feel like he doesn't talk a lot, but you get him talking about like much of anything that he can make fun of. He got jokes, bro. He's a funny dude. He's the type of funny that will act stuff out, which is my favorite.
Dude, his
Pantomime
impersonations of
shit.
players. Has he done the
He's
his
really good.
impersonations for you? It's so fun. He can do like Paul Rabel perfectly.
Really?
Yeah. He can do like the Paul
haven't
Rabel
seen that one.
right to left split. Like it turns his hips like all the way. It's perfect. It's like the
Why is he not on TikTok, bro? He needs to do some stuff like that for TikTok.
it's another one is Chan and Chuck. In the pandemic, like he was crushing TikToks. Under the radar funny.
Oh yeah. He was doing I remember he did the wipe thing, and then he was getting big on TikTok. I remember that.
Yeah.
I
it
remember
was
a
not-
lot of PLL players were trying to get involved in TikTok originally when I started on TikTok. I remember that. I remember Channy was going. Ryder was doing his thing.
Ryder's a funny dude too.
And what's the name? Dylan Maltz. It was even on.
I've never interacted with Dilmos.
Mine is Colin Squires. I think he's hilarious.
That's not that
Yes.
was gonna be my answer, but that's not under the radar. That guy
Yeah,
is
it's
just
not.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Really? It's not,
That guy is just straight up funny.
bro. It was at the PLO All-Star pregame party, and the whole conversation for like an hour was about airports and chess.
Yeah,
He was just going off, bro, and I'm just crying laughing at
that's
hard
not a bit. Like when he tweets about airports and airlines and stuff, that's not a bit. That's just Colin Squires.
Shane or Brian, do you guys have a pick?
I'll let Shane go. I'm trying to think of somebody.
Under the radar funny. I don't know. I think No, I don't know. I don't know.
No, do you have somebody in the PLL that you think is actually funny though?
I think Trevor's pretty funny. I also think, gosh, what's his name? Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I think Trevor's
I got-
pretty much.
I
Brian got one.
I was gonna say Brett Dobson because Canadians are just funny to me in general. So.
Oh, is that what you were about to say,
Yeah.
Poole?
Yeah, he took
Yo,
mine. Yeah, it was Bummer.
Poole had both of his stolen. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, I was like looking through like the people I follow, just like to remember some. And Dobson, Troy Ray, and I were roommates at Rabel Overnight 2 years ago. And yeah, like Dobson was you remember the Dobson versus Charlotte North like shooting competition video?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we were in the whatever you call it, the villa, and he's watching tape the night before. Like,
You watch the Charlotte North tape?
yeah, he was like, dude, he was dead ass serious, and he was like, dude, I don't know, man. If
It's
I got
even
there, like,
funnier that he's dead ass.
yeah,
I kind of
dude,
rock with that though.
Goalies,
Yeah.
bro.
100%. You gotta
I
know your
kinda-
opponent, dog. That's
He
Sun
said-
Tzu.
He said, "I'm gonna get filmed getting shot at. I'm not gonna get embarrassed."
That's the art of war, boy. You better study your opponent.
I
Yo,
respect it.
thank God they gave him that redemption video though, because regardless of how many accolades he gets in his career, if that video lived on and there was no redemption, kids would have taken that and ran with it.
not even,
Like,
dude,
Brett
not
Dobson,
even.
the guy who lost to Charlotte North, really? That
Right.
guy?
Yeah,
Okay, but-
absolutely.
Okay, but think about all the people talking that wouldn't save one on Charlotte. So,
Oh, bro, I would walk out the net. What you mean?
Yeah, I was
go
gonna say,
for
if you-
10.
if you're
I'm not
gonna
saving a
lose,
single
like,
shot.
the most respectable person to lose to is Charlotte North. She shoots 93 miles an hour. It's crazy.
Right?
That's
She can
fast for
shoot
you.
that. She can shoot that shit. Wow, Scotty, what a stray! What a stray.
Not even
That's a
straight. It's
crazy
fast for
stray.
anybody. That's a fast shot.
Remember? Shane. Oh, Shane said, "Look at Shane just saying quiet, smiling." Okay.
Wow.
Shane, like, I
Don't get
shoot
Shane
110.
started. Don't get Shane started on shot speed.
Shane, how
Shane,
fast
Shane,
are you
like-
shooting, bro? Give me for real. Give me a shot
Offhand.
speed.
Say what you say.
It doesn't
offhand,
matter.
Shane.
Offhand, strong hand. I'm pulling over 100 no matter what. No matter what. Well, you know what's crazy? It's crazy to me. Hold on. Because we do this. We do this week in and week out. We do this constantly. Let me tell you something. There is no point in me capping about something that I could prove at any time. You get like I'm not. It is no cap in my rap. What are we talking about? Why would I just say that and then pull up and shoot 85 and look like an idiot? Come on, bro.
This is diabolical if you shoot 85, Shane.
Yeah, I mean, bro.
This is gonna like you have the best confidence. I wouldn't even test you, but if we did and you shoot 85, and you're like, that guy's the best liar in the world.
honestly, like, I mean, come on, bro. I shoot.
He's saying the world.
What do I
The
look
whole
like?
world.
Scotty? Come on, man. Of course I shoot
Wow.
Wow, Shane seen me shoot before too. That's
I've
crazy.
seen him shoot before. He's not bad at. He's a good shooter. That was a stray. That was uncalled for. I'm not gonna lie to you. He can shoot.
It was funny though.
Yeah.
What was
It's all about
Can I
the-
ask a question for the squad? What has anybody like? Can we go roundtable on how fast you got clocked?
Like top or like currently?
Top, not currently. No chance. I took 20 miles an hour off my shot.
All right,
Post-grad.
go ahead. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. It's your show.
102.
I believe it.
All right.
Brian, you got it.
I think it was 97.
Respectable.
Is that with a pull or a shorty?
When did I shoot? No, it was with a pull.
Okay.
Yeah.
I shot 91. That's my fastest.
Okay.
105, baby. Come on, man. That's easy. That's light work.
Shorty or when you were a pull?
Yo,
The shorty.
yo,
That's what the
yo.
shorty.
Poole, I think
can't
Poole
shoot with
just set
shorty.
us
I
up,
can't shoot
bro.
with a shorty.
No, I didn't. Shane beat me. I got 104. That was it.
Okay. That's
I
tough.
had it all built up, and then Shane just like came out of the woodwork. And
Come on, man. Look. It's just it's okay, bro. It's okay, Scotty. Next Tuesday I got you on some lessons. It's okay. I got you. I'll teach you a few things, man. It's about leverage. It's about stepping into it, following. It's a lot of stuff. It's okay.
Shane got a whole lot of weight.
A lesson offered. That's crazy.
You got a whole lot of weight. Shane got like 280 behind his shot.
100%. And let me tell you something. All of that 280 is going straight into the back of the net. I'm either missing or I'm scoring. No one's saving my shit. I promise.
All right. You might be missing. You're probably missing. All right.
It's normally how it goes, though, huh? Those are normally the two options.
Missing or scoring.
If you're shooting that fast, that's what happens. You either score or you miss.
All right. But speaking of missing or scoring, did Hopkins miss or score with these gloves right here?
Wow. Hold on.
Great transition there, Scotty. Great transition.
At this point, brother, well done.
I'm telling you.
We just rock and roll, bro.
Notes, bro.
Standing ovation.
We just go smooth. We smooth with it, boy.
Hold on. I'm a Hop fan, so I'm taking this shit first. Listen, the nag J on the cuff is the hardest thing Hopkins has done with their gear in a long, long time. Okay, it goes so crazy that I lost my mind when I seen this. Okay. Because the nag J, that's hard to get. Like, I mean, obviously the lacrosse team has a little bit of leeway, but if y'all don't know nothing about Hopkins athletics, the nag J also does other sports. There's a nag J for pretty much every sport at Hopkins, but the lacrosse, this one, I don't know why lacrosse has like the trademark on it in the school. Like they can just use it for stuff. They use it on their helmets occasionally, but you never really see it on any other gear. On the gloves, though, stop playing with your boy. That's the best logo in sports, period. There's no better logo in all of sports.
All of sports?
Poole don't like that take.
All of sports? I mean, I feel like
a lot of good logos.
Lacrosse, a lot of in lacrosse.
All of sports.
That's crazy.
All of sports.
That's crazy.
That's an aggressive take.
I will say I saw these gloves like 2 weeks ago.
Subtle flex.
There's a
Light flex.
Light
flex.
It's
by the way,
it's a subtle flex, but it's a shameless plug. At the same time, we have a Hopkins facility tour coming out with presented by STX on TLN.
Nice.
It'll come out before February 1st. The two hosts are Russell Melendez and Coach Chase Erlin.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's pretty dope. It's like 11 minutes long. There's this part Russell Melendez like goes on to Homewood just like to show us like the turf or whatever, and he like finds a loose ball, and he's like, one of his freshman attackmen is like shooting, and he's like, "Hey, here you go," and he's just like 50 yards away, BTBs, and it just goes in the net.
Jesus.
So just be on Russell Melendez watch because he's starting off hot.
It's been demon time for that dude for a minute. Yes.
Let's okay. All right.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and
Does he have
a little bit of
weeks?
reality.
Yes.
Let's bring a little bit of reality.
Weeks? Yes.
Okay. Russell Melendez is a fantastic lacrosse player. Did he have a great season last year?
Not better than 2 years ago. I agree.
All right. That's all I wanted. I can agree that he's a fantastic player. I'm excited to watch him play. He did not have I was not impressed last year. I just plain and simple. I think he had a better World Games.
But with Jacob Angelus gone, maybe he'll start dealing back there because he can.
It's possible.
And Brian, I'm sure you have a countdown. How many more days left until college lacrosse season?
What's today, the 6th? So is it 24 days?
24 days.
24,
then the boys are
real?
Be
do people play on February 1st?
Feb 1.
A lot of people play.
Feb 1.
We are so back.
Yeah, there's like 9 games on February 1st.
We got through the dark days, boys. We're almost there.
Damn it.
I mean, college football was doing it for me, but
that's true.
But now we're so back.
Jack ain't gonna come for you again.
What did he say?
He said Jack Hanna gonna come for you again.
Oh my God, here we go. He
wanted all the smoke.
You know what? Yeah.
We do a lacrosse podcast. We can't watch any other sports,
Well, yeah. I don't want. Yeah. All I do is watch box.
That was one of those replies that like you can't really reply to because it's like you missed the point, but you're not wrong. So it's like, what is there to reply to?
Yeah.
Well,
here's another one that's funny. See, Jack is another one.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
I've talked to him. I've never talked to him, but I get that sense about him. He's probably low-key funny.
Well, I actually did watch a little bit of box.
What?
On Twitter. This is what I watched on Twitter, bro.
11 saves in the fourth quarter. We'll see if he can provide a spark.
Nanakuk with a shot on. Hurleman gets tested early. Nanakuk with his own rebound. Face to turn, scores!
Not there. He just looks like he's at the box playing against some kids. His advantage. He loses the ball.
What the hell?
What just happened?
I think I'd have to scrap off of the strength of that. After the first roll, you hit me with a roll and then a fake and then another fake and then you score. Nah, off principle, I got to give you ones.
We got squabble.
We got to squabble. We got to handle this because
the video froze, right? That was video froze for me. That was a Tahoga joint, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
we got to fight.
We got to fight. My mom is right there, and you did that to me.
She's
bro?
right there.
Is she right there, and you did that to me? Come on, bro.
No, what the hell are y'all talking about? If I'm the goalie, I'm scrapping with my 3 defenders that are just
I was gonna say,
there
playing
playing
the
with their
slide.
feet.
This is their fault.
And we
They know what the ball was. What you gonna do,
Bro?
What you gonna do with these Jones?
Yo, no contact. I thought box was a physical game. Come on, son.
Oh, yeah,
Scotty. But that's the whole point. If they could have put hands on him realistically in that scenario to affect any, because they don't know when that shot's getting let go. Like, what you want them to do? Jump on them and have him give him a piggyback ride? What are they gonna do?
There was 3 of them. There was 3 defenders in the crease.
Froze all of them. I'm on Tahoka's side. Freeze all them boys. Freeze them. Freeze them again. Freeze them again. Leaner backside.
Yo, all box
Leaner
guys
twister.
Make contact, man. Why in this one instant they're like, I'm not making contact?
I can't believe y'all right now. Poole is the only person I think that should be on this take right now.
Brian, give me.
So the defender of me wants to be like, you should have slid, but I've been there where somebody throws the fakes and you're just like, and you're watching with them. The defender's like, I've been there.
I've absolutely been there.
And Brian, you play defense. You know straight up if somebody fakes you, what you do anyway. No matter what, even if they fake you, even if you try to go see where the ball is, what do you do anyway? You still got to pop them anyway. You still got to pop them.
I'm still going to hit you, but it's going to be
just in case.
It's going to be late, but yeah.
It's going to be late. Just in case you could get me, but you're not going to get me that bad. I'm going to still get you. I'm going to still pop you a little bit, but I might be looking this way. You still going to catch one of these. No question.
That Denzel of throwing that check, I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving with something.
Now, yeah, that was probably the only box I watched the last 2 weeks.
He said it. I said, I guarantee it was something I tweeted out. He just saw it. It was just like,
Take that, Jack Hanna.
Lyle had a good dunk.
Jack, if you listen, it's all up, bro.
That Lyle dunk.
It's a relax, dog.
The Airgate mix with the Dayhouse dunk was quite.
Yo, how you remix the Air Gate on a box net?
It looks hard. It looks hard though. That looks hard.
You remix it by making the net 2 feet shorter.
True, but like, how do you try to do it, and then the goalie reacts to you going this way, and then you pull your hand back this way to dunk on the other joint?
Nah, that's different.
That's that Dayhouse Lagunde shit right there.
That's different.
I think because he's a righty. He came like over the side of the net. If he was to like normally dunk it, it would be in his left hand. But I think he kept his right hand on it and like faked the goalie like he was going here, and then just like dunked it the other way. Which is just how do you even think of it?
He remixed it mid shot. It was crazy. He was going far corner, and he saw the goalie go this way. He was like, "Psych."
Yeah.
Now, There are some crazy ass highlights in box. I will give it that. Like during these dark days.
I like box. I just don't love box. I like it.
I feel
It's
it.
like
I
you go
love
on the
field
dates with it, but
lacrosse.
you don't marry it.
Love.
Have you played box, Anito?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from Syracuse, so of course I have.
Yo, hey,
Yeah.
Alex, have you?
No, it's not for me.
I played in LA a ton. I played every Sunday. It's so fun.
Nice.
I played
fun?
more box than field in LA.
Huh.
You see, there is nothing quite like getting a split and getting a shot on the run. There's nothing quite like it. And so for me, the whole this whole
What is he doing?
Yo, clip that.
Somebody's gonna be watching this in their car and be like, "What the hell did I just turn on, bro?"
I don't want to. I want to extend. I want to get active. I'm trying to get loose, bro. I don't want to be all in tight. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Canadians, go to
loose.
Shane's mentions. Leave us alone. Go to Shane's mentions. People not
Don't collect $200. Go directly to Shane's mentions.
Shane, what's
Go to Shane.
what's the setup? What's the setup you got?
Let's see. I got. First of all, I'm kind of a gearhead, so I got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I'm really rocking with right now.
Yeah.
The QX2 with some mesh giant.
Oh, he got on him.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you were just doing that. Never mind. I'm tripping.
Wait, what?
Never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm tripping.
Yeah, QX2 Mesh Dynasty 7 Diamond. I got an X burn carbon, but that's not even my.
Well, you had to say it was 7 diamond. That means ball.
Come on, bro. I'm locked. I'm tapped in. I don't mess around.
That's
Coach
that's
Shane,
basically Ruby mesh.
Oh,
It's different.
More 7 Diamond on a QXO. The olive color is like the limited edition. You can't even see it because it's green. And then this iridescent chameleon XP2 shaft. I'm all in
you
on
a real
7 Diamond
gearhead.
right
Now,
big time.
Poole, I know you're a gearhead. Like, tell us how you got to start actually with lacrosse after your college career.
Yeah, so I am a gearhead for sure. So in college, I started a stringing page on Instagram, and it was like a mail. It was like when Instagram was like first starting to pop off. People would mail me their sticks. I would string them, mail them back, like dye them, customize them, whatever. Posted like every day for like a year, maybe more than maybe like 2 years. But regardless, like built up a following there. Got a job at Lacrosse Unlimited. Was my first job out of college, just like normal retail. And like, dude, I was like, couldn't tell me anything. It was like working lacrosse, like absolutely loved it. Stringing 10 heads a day.
Head shit.
Yeah. And then I got like 2.5 years into that job, and I got arthritis. I got carpal tunnel from stringing 70 sticks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I got like my hands are absolutely shredded. Like my wrists don't work anymore. And I was also like, I think I want to I just can't do retail forever and ever. I think I'm like destined for something bigger than that in my life path. So I saw it was when the PLL was announced, they posted a job application for the Creative Network. And it was like freelance photo video, basically. But I didn't really understand the job description, so I applied for it. I wrote Paul, I wrote Colin and Samir with like a business strategy on like what we can do. And I got a phone call with Nick Bailey, who was a producer editor at the PLL, and interviewed really well, like just talking to him for like an hour. And he's like, we're hiring a manager for this. And I was like, no, I had no idea. He was like, you should definitely apply for that and not this Creative Network. So did that, went through like 8 rounds of interviews. And now it turns out that like I'm running the Creative Network as the senior brand manager of TLN now. And like that's the weird origin story, because my buddy TJ Struther, who works for the Houston Texans now, our plan was to do the creative network together. He was going to do video. I was going to do photo. Before we got the chance to like do that, he got hired and I got hired in separate spots. So that's kind of the origin story of
That's dope.
lacrosse. Lacrosse player, string business, LU, TLN.
Yeah.
Love that, man.
That's
What a pipeline. What a path. That's fantastic.
Yeah, man. And that was the thing is that in 2020 was peak COVID, right? So I quit Lacrosse Unlimited like right before that, and I was like doing odd job. Dude, I like drove FedEx. I sold mattresses just to like make a living. I started my stringing business again, and I was like, I'll do basically like anything I can to get to a spot where I'm happy and feel successful. And when I got like the TLN job, it was just like everything like kind of came into fold. And that was in full time was in 2022. So we're going on 2021, right? 4 years. Yeah, got hired in February of 21.
Yeah, 21. Because I was in the middle of my weekly watch contract. So yeah, it was 21.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. 21.
You got there a little after my first contract because I was like with Tyler was my point guy. Now you're my point.
Yeah. And that was
Shout out Steinhardt.
Shout out Tyler Steinhardt. Shout out RJ Kaminsky. But yeah, that was like Colin and Samir just decided to do their own thing and got acquired by the PLL, and that's how it ended up. And now I talk to Colin and Samir, and I met all you guys, and I'm stoked. Life is great. Life is so funny that way. You work hard and see what happens.
Poole, I don't know if
Go ahead.
hold on one second. Before we go on, Poole, I don't know if I've ever said this to you, so let me say it live on air. When you got that job with TLN, it felt almost like an inevitability for me because I had known you as an online stringer. I had known you as like a lacrosse personality on the internet, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like none of it was a surprise to me. It felt like an inevitable like coalescence and evolution of like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's all cool. I never talked to them. Hey, it'd be good to see you.
I love that. Another fun part about my interview process is my last two were with Paul and Mike. I did the one with Mike and it went really well. Like Mike Rabel is the coolest dude in the world. I got to Paul's and it was when they had their Adidas contract with the league. I like went out to Dick's Sporting Goods. I got an Adidas fit. Like I'm for the shield. I'm for the sponsors. Like show you like it just attention to detail, right?
Yeah.
So get on it's supposed to be a Zoom call. Get on. My Wi-Fi doesn't work. My AirPods are bugging. Like I'm freaking. Dude, I'm about to talk to Paul Rabel for the first time in my life. Right. I have to take this thing on the phone, no camera, and like that just threw me off like so much. And was doing this call. It had to not been more than 15 minutes. And dude, I got off the phone. And I fucking like fell down. I was like, I just botched that. Like I went through 7 interviews and I just ruined it. And I got a text from Mick Davis, who's the VP of growth, like 3 days later. That was like, here you go. Here's your contract. And it was sweet. So the inevitability didn't seem so inevitable in that moment.
Of course. Right. That's why I had to say that when you shared your journey. I was like, it didn't feel inevitable to you, but like from the outside, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And also, those are probably the longest 3 days of your life. So,
right, yeah, man.
It
was like, dude, I got to the point and I was like, I don't even want it. Like,
we also
want that job anyway.
We also can't forget that I think one of the coolest things about when you took over TLN was in a dead period for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was dormant, and it's a property that everybody did not lose love for during that dormant period. So like the super solid foundation that Colin and Samir built went idle for what 2.5 years.
Yeah, it was a long time.
So dude, when I got on, I'm just used Instagram as the parameter here was like 200K, 210K ish. And keep in mind, flatlined for years.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you can just pick it back up. it's
no, that's not how social media
especially
works
on
anymore.
social. The algorithm is basically like you might have died. Like
Yeah,
we're not going to push this out at all. And now like we're over the 600K mark on Instagram. We're
yo,
dude, 200.
Yeah.
We're 2,000 away from 400K on TikTok. We have
Let's go.
200K YouTube subs. Starting back on Snapchat, getting some interns in the door soon. And like collectively, we're at like 1.4 million of an aggregate of an audience of rabid lacrosse fans. So
Isn't that
we're
crazy?
glad to have TLN back humming, and it's been hard, but it's all for the good of the sport. It's what we're all about.
Yeah, you're doing it, man. It's great. We're all thankful for it.
Appreciate you. Yeah, man. We try, and we're trying to like. I want to get your guys' opinion. Like we can take this off air, we can do this on air, but like we're doing. I think we've seen success with these sport crossovers, like the Cam and Pat Spencers, the Dylan Faisons, or the Jordan Faisons rather, soon to be Dylan. But like we I think we might have like beaten it over the head a little bit, just in off season. But like, dude, they perform so well. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Because when an ESPN or a Bleacher Report picks up that Jordan Faison story, people love it. It's like I feel like lacrosse fans just hate it.
It's a culture thing. I would love to talk about this because I feel like we could go on and on about this.
Yeah. The short answer for me at least is like you're 100% right. Like for us, I feel like there's just not enough news on a regular basis so that we see the same. We know who Pat Spencer and Cam Spencer are, and we know them intimately enough to be like, okay, like if you're a lacrosse player, you're a real lacrosse head, like you just can't get enough of the sport. You know who Pat Spencer is enough to be like, all right, I know he's on the Warriors. I know when he does anything cool, like everybody's going to post it. Same thing goes for any other player that does any other sport that also plays lacrosse. We all are painfully aware of who this person is. So it's like, it like seeing it again is like, okay, this is cool. Like, I mean, some people are probably like, oh my gosh, but it's great when others are like, but it's not just for the people who are super engaged in the game, right? It's also for the people who are not engaged in the game.
That is 70% of who we do it for. Because we post it across.
Bingo.
If we're trying to, guys, guess who has 1 million followers on Instagram that's just lacrosse related?
Oh,
yeah, nobody, right? I was about to say there's nobody.
You know who's going to get there? We're going to get there, but we have to reach a new audience. And
yes, literally.
This is a fast track to getting respect for the sport. Because if Jordan Faison can go out there and score 5 touchdowns, be like, oh, that guy also scored a goal in the national championship. Like lacrosse is filled with athletes. Oh, he's not white. I didn't know that was possible. That's not what I associated with lacrosse. We're changing narratives. We're growing the game. We are trying to get this outside of the lacrosse bubble that it's been stagnant in historically.
Yeah.
I think you just hit a point though. It's like a lot of people don't recognize lacrosse players as real athletes. I think lacrosse players know you got to be an athlete to play, but I feel like the stigma around lacrosse is all like either you got cut from your baseball team. That's what a lot of people end up saying, or you just joined something just because, but people don't realize like to get at that level, you got to be a real athlete. It's not for the weak. It's also, I mean, like just having played a lot of others. I mean, I've played other sports, but playing lacrosse, like sometimes it does get lost in translation that you have to, in order to be successful, you do have to still be a guy who could run like crazy, who can stop on a dime, who's got great hand-eye coordination, and like having, seeing somebody like Jordan Faison, who's just a dog on a football field, like actually playing and actually being a go-to guy, and then also being a go-to guy on a national championship lacrosse team is like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Scott,
like, I don't know that it goes the other way for any other sports.
Yeah, Scotty, I'm going to steal your transition game here. One of these bullet points is is lacrosse crossovers. You mind if I tee this one up?
Go ahead, big dog.
Okay, so one of the bullet points here is what sport translates best to lacrosse. I actually think I'm going to reverse engineer this. I think that lacrosse translates the best to other sports, like the opposite way. If you can play lacrosse, you can play 10 different sports with a pretty easy learning curve, I think. Agree or disagree?
I think I'd have to disagree on that one, though.
What do you got?
I've seen a lot of lacrosse players trying to play basketball, and it is painful.
Yeah, dude, you want to know my trick to basketball? My trick to basketball is you don't shoot. You just try really, really hard and only get rebounds and pass it to who can actually shoot.
I agree. That's a great plan.
That's why you play defense.
But I've seen a lot of lacrosse players try to play basketball, and it is hard to watch.
You guys go you guys go play pickleball. You're going to be stunned. You're going to be better than 80% of the people out there.
I don't disagree with you on that.
I have a competing point, and I swear on everything I love, I'm going to write a book someday. Everyone's like, I could write a book about X. I could write a book about this topic. Everyone here is going to disagree with me, but I'm going to defend the point. All sports are the That might be the title of the book. Everyone's face
are the same.
All sports are the same.
What
Give
the
me
hell?
give me a tagline here that would make me read this book that encapsulate why you believe that.
Oh man, I've never thought about it in terms of a tagline.
Biggs.
Just give me
you're verbally efficient. You are so verbally efficient. I want to see you do this.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I like give me something that it boils down to.
Okay. If you've ever said, wait, I know how to do this. Yes, you do.
What the fuck?
When I'm swinging, okay, Scotty, so you go ahead and put me on a chopping block and then say some stuff like that. I need a chance to think about it, okay?
This is turning into philosophy.
The tagline.
Okay,
I'm a thinker, man. That's what I do. I'm a creative. I'm a thinker. That's what I do. All sports are the same. So I'm not going to get deep into my thesis right now, but Poole, to your point, if you are good at lacrosse, there are things you can take out of lacrosse and apply to other sports immediately, whether you realize that or not. Like if you've played lacrosse for 10 years and you've never swung a golf club, I bet you by the time you leave the driving range, you can drive 200 yards.
That was more so my point. Not that like you can immediately go shoot a basketball, but like you would have more skills that translate over cross-functionally.
I think that applies to all sports equally. I think all sports are the same.
All right. Well, my simple answer is basketball.
But you and Shane are saying two different things than what Poole said. Poole said there's things playing defense. I can shuffle my feet. I can stay in front of my defender playing basketball. You're talking about Shane's talking about being good at basketball. That's not the same thing. I think what Poole's saying that I can go on a basketball court as a lacrosse player and not look like a fool. And again, not being good. Most people aren't good at basketball. The Shane's of the world. Oh, see, look at Shane face. Shane, the dude that you go to the barbershop and Shane be like, I had a D1 look. I had a D1 look playing basketball. I could have played Big East football. Like, yo, I could have played HBCU baseball if I wanted to.
All of that is true. All of that is true.
He's the most confident man on the planet. I met him today. He's the most confident man on the planet.
Yeah, you know,
Why
Shane
wouldn't
now.
it be, man? Come on.
Like I said, everybody play basketball. That's the thing. Because I saw something online that they're supposed to be doing like a what's the golf thing?
TGL?
Top golf. Yeah,
Top golf.
That they're doing a basketball version of it.
Horrible.
And I was laughing.
Oh, there's some good tweets about that.
Because it's the Shanes of the world. Because everybody thinks they can hoop. But like, you're not good at basketball. You have fun with your friends. That doesn't mean you can hoop. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it carries over. I could like playing defense. I could play offensive line because I can shuffle my feet. I can play defensive line. I can shuffle my feet. Never really played soccer. I know spacing. Like, I think there's something that you can take for every actual sport and make. Again, being good and being able to play it is two different things.
Yeah.
So is this the answer that athletes are athletes? Athletes anywhere or athletes everywhere?
No, not in my opinion.
Okay, well, then, okay. Well, how did All right, we're gonna have to have another conversation about this because
Scotty, tee this shit up. What do you got?
I mean,
I need to start writing down my thoughts about my thesis because I would love to explain mine, not exactly answer, but that's too deep in the weeds.
You could think about that thesis. We'll go back to it, okay? And like you're right, everybody.
Give me 5 years to think about it. I'm telling you, this is a lifetime of work. I'm telling you, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I'm gonna write a book about it.
We'll come back to it. And you're right. Like everybody does think they're good at basketball, Brian. You're right. You know who else thought they were good at basketball? LiAngelo Ball. He's a better rapper than he is a basketball player. Okay.
Rapper.
I might swear about a quarter. Whoa. Yo. That's already hook of the year. How is that already hook of the year?
Why am I in New Orleans in 1997 right now?
Right. Bro. Like the No Limit Soldier is about to come around the corner.
LeVar Ball is a prophet of our time.
Was he right?
He was right about everything. He never lost. Never lost.
Never lost.
He
undefeated.
Right everything. Undefeated.
I never lost.
I never lost. I promise you that man is the prophet of our time. I don't know how he knew, but he knew.
Scotty, I'm going to send you a tweet. I need you to put this tweet on when we're done talking about it.
Okay. All right. But I wanted so I made that tweet. We could watch a little sample of it real quick.
You talking about the Chaz Woodson thing?
The Chaz Woodson one.
And
dude, I know a lot of my demographic is younger kids, and this song has a lot of curse words, but I was like, F it, we ball. Because this
y'all be cussing online playing Fortnite. Don't act like you don't.
Yeah,
I'm the teacher of me about to come though. The former teacher of me about to come out. Y'all be cussing. Leave me alone.
Right. So
don't look at me like that.
Exactly.
This is so hard. I'm gonna steal this idea.
The shooting string setup is so crazy right there.
Oh,
gross.
Oh, he's so dirty.
Dunk it.
Yeah. Hey!
Oh.
Boss team.
Yes,
left
sir.
the frame.
Yeah, I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too.
Hey!
Bro, I can't with that, bro. Like when I heard that song, I was like, we gotta put this on some old lacrosse.
Yeah.
Like,
Yakking on Drew Adams like that was crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
Drew Adams did that. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, Drew Adams is him. How you yakking on Drew Adams like that?
Another subtle flex is I have Chaz Woodson's phone number. Just saying. That's one of my favorite players ever.
Right.
That's real.
Got it.
I know that felt good.
It's all right. We're gonna get Chaz on this show soon. So
yes.
Oh yes.
You know, we're gonna get Chaz. Uncle
You want me to
Kyle.
text him for you?
This man.
This
Hey,
guy,
damn
bro.
here.
This guy. So I didn't ask you guys about your weekends though. I got the opportunity to be a West Coast guy last week, right? Spent $20 on a smoothie, lost my culture for a second. I don't know.
Notice I knew you went to Erewhon. So like he didn't. That wasn't a thing where it's like, oh,
You see how we try to sneak that in there? Like that's a ubiquitous Southern California experience. Spending $20 on a smoothie. He tried to sneak that in,
bro. I
let you finish.
Bro. Poole, have you ever done that?
I just got a quick question. This is like the third time you said this. What does ubiquitous mean?
I mean like it applies to everybody.
So fried.
It applies to like ubiquitous, like it applies to everybody. Like it's a common understood experience that everyone.
That's how I build my vocabulary. Is if I don't know it, I just ask.
That's great. A lot of people are afraid to ask. I think that's dumb. I think you should ask. I like words.
I thought you were
gonna
lie. Ubiquitous, like it's like ubiquitous. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Joe Keeg just commented on the Instagram and said Erewhon was not on my list of recommendations, bro. Yo, Keeg sent me a list.
We gotta get on here. I love Keegs.
He's probably my favorite person.
Add Keegs to the list of low-key funny dudes. Keegs will sneak up on you.
Like I haven't met him, I haven't met Poole, and somebody says something sideways to Keegs on Twitter, I'll be ready to go off, bro. I'm like, leave him alone.
Yeah, you leave Keegs alone.
Nobody says anything mean to Keegs.
Yeah,
Keegs will also. You don't need to defend Keegs. You don't need to defend Joe Keegan. Joe Keegan can do it his damn self, and he's good at it.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. But he gave me a list of recommendations.
No,
I
not a
followed
bullet.
that list like it was the Bible, bro. I went to he probably gave me 9 places. I went to like 7 of them.
Okay.
You go
Did they all
heavy handed.
Bro, I went to this one place called Elefante.
I've heard
They
of it.
made
I'm trying to think if I've been there.
French fries seem bougie. I don't know how the hell they did it. I was eating butternut squash. What's that bread that you put in the oven and it like expands like this? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all bread.
No,
Bread?
no. You rip it.
Yeah,
You rip
oven.
it.
That's
You
bread.
rip it.
And you
Rip
put the
it. It's like
leavening
dairy in the middle. It's like
and the
Greek
yeast,
It's
and then
all
it
full of yeast
expands.
then,
me.
right?
And then when you
Don't
take it out,
Don't
Oh
blame me.
yeah, it's bread. It's bread. Yeah, it's bread.
Yeah, like bread. Yeah.
Yo, y'all don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like
No, it's bread, bro. What are you
it's
talking-
Greek bread though. It's like a Greek bread.
Focaccia? What are you talking about?
Focaccia is not Greek. It
I don't
sounds
know.
like an
But bro,
Italian
you just
husband.
described bread and you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
You put it in the oven and it goes.
you know the bread you put in the oven and it rises.
Yo,
That's
Yo,
the
I'm mad. I'm mad.
definition of bread. That's,
See?
that's,
All
that's
right. You know
ubiquitous
what?
amongst breads.
Hey,
Yes.
you guys, listen. If you guys need any places in California to go to or LA to go to, you
Yeah,
can
ask
hit
me.
up Joey Keeks.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say yourself. Never mind. You can hit up Joe Keys.
I wasn't gonna say myself. But I'll tell you this: I'm not a West Coast guy because y'all lazy, bro. Y'all lazy.
Oh, here we go again.
Bro,
We
I'm
had a
so
whole-
tired. of
This man was in the chat. This man was in the chat calling West Coasters lazy because we like to enjoy our lives.
Bro, I'm not here for the waking up at 5 a.m. to show
And that we're not angry at breakfast.
and talking. Yeah, bro, just because you've been up for 2 hours shoveling snow, listening to whatever, doing whatever, talking about some grit, bro. Keep it. I don't need it.
Y'all got it.
I don't need it. You know what I need? I need to wake up and it be perfect in the outside. And then I go to work and it's perfect outside.
In the house.
And it's perfect in the outside.
All right.
And
There's no
everything's
grit,
crazy.
no grit over there in that box.
So for
Yo.
background, wanna give
Our
me the
first
background?
merch,
Oh,
piece of
hilarious.
merch might be in quotations in the outside.
Y'all are crazy. See, I can open my window right now and not have to put on anything. I just stay on a short sleeve shirt all night.
I'm hot as hell in this hoodie,
Straight up.
but I put it
Straight up.
on.
But you gotta change things up. You see, no wonder you all angry. No wonder everybody on the East Coast.
I'm not angry. I'm not. Do you know who I am?
I do know who you are, and you're about to wake up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, talk about some
Mad.
you lazy. Bro, you know how many times I wake up to my phone call?
Mad.
It's 9 a.m. mad as hell. He called me 6 a.m. I said, Scotty, what are we doing right now, bro? He's like,
Received
yo,
at 4:31. Scotty called me lazy.
Scotty's the
Calling me
unsolicited.
30 in the morning.
It's my
What'd you say,
favorite thing
Poole?
about him. You're the unsolicited FaceTime guy. It's my favorite thing about you.
And I always pick up. I pick up
Dude,
every
picked up
time.
in the I picked up in the barber. I'm getting my hair cut. I'm like, I have to take this. I have a
What's that
screenshot of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what my thing is? Why I love FaceTiming is it's because in conversation there's so much more than just words, right? I'm like reading your face, reading how you are
Nonverbal communication.
what you're saying and how you're saying it. That's why I'd rather do a 5-minute FaceTime than text you for 6 hours trying to figure out what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, that's
I'm the
real.
same way.
That's fair.
As a communication major, most of communication is nonverbal.
Nonverbal. As a fellow communications major, same.
My guy.
I agree.
Yo, you went to St. Vincent, what is that? St. Vincent?
So Mount St. Vincent is a college in Vermont. I went to St. Vincent College in Pennsylvania.
Oh shoot. So one of these bullets is college fandom. So how'd you get your Hopkins to be your school that you like the most?
Kyle Harrison.
Kyle Harrison, simple.
I like he's him. That's who I want to be like. I was like, I saw all these people. I mean, like growing up black in lacrosse, it's like, yo, this sport looks dope. But then you run into that problem of like, sometimes I don't really see myself in this sport. But that was an opportunity where I was like, we play the same position. He has a lot of the same athletic skill set that I feel like I will have at that age. I'm just going to latch on to this dude. So, period. That's just how that started. I was like, all other schools became relevant to me because like my favorite player, like my Michael Jordan played at Hopkins. So that's. I'm triple
Now,
down.
you like Hopkins all the way through? Like, is that your team with everything?
Bury me in my Hopkins sweatshirt.
Okay. What's your favorite college football team? Is it Hopkins too?
No.
Why would it be?
I don't have a favorite college
You're
football team
D3 in every
because
other sport.
So get this.
That's what I'm trying to figure out though. Like, who's his squad? It looked like I was like, yo, my team's playing against yours.
So get this. I'm actually, a lot of people don't know this about me because I'm such a Terps hater on lacrosse Twitter. I'm a Terps fan for every other sport. Terps basketball, Terps
That's
football.
what I was trying to get him to say.
I don't care. I don't care if it's hockey.
I know if he was gonna say it. That's why I was laughing.
But the Terps playing, I'm on the Terps. Unless it's lacrosse.
How crazy is
Hopkins gonna beat that ass.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because
that's crazy.
So all of that happened in reverse for me. Right? So like lacrosse was a siloed experience for me. So I was like, who's my lacrosse team? That's my lacrosse team. I hadn't grown. I became a lacrosse fan, and then I was like, that's my guy. And then after like growing up, after committing my fandom, like, yo, after growing up, is like, yo, hold on a second. So like the school that I like for basketball, the school that I like for football, they're rivals in lacrosse. That's crazy. I never would have known that. So like just from a young age, that just happened in reverse order for me. It just stuck.
But that's not public information is now, I guess. I've never known this about you, dude.
That's just not something I say because we're in the lacrosse sphere. So if I'm going to talk about the Terps, 2 thumbs down to y'all. I'm sorry, we're gonna win.
Yeah, Dick Lord. Yeah, for real, for real. I'm learning all sorts of things today.
I wanted you to get into it, Diggs, because once I got wind of this, I was like, yeah, I gotta get him to say this.
Yeah, I don't care if it's tennis, dog. If Terps are in it, Terps.
All right, wrong red, but it's okay. Shane, tell me what team you like.
You know, I've always been a big Rutgers guy, but typically now, no, honestly, from the jump, I've always been a UVA guy.
Hates Payne Cormier though.
Oh, not a huge fan. But
he's allegedly likes UVA.
Allegedly, there's no alleged. It's all UVA, and here's why. Okay, when I first started playing lacrosse, they put a pole in my hand. So obviously I latched on to anybody who plays pole. And one of the first few games I ever watched was in 2009 or 2008, one of the two. Ken Clausen was so dominant. Oh my gosh. And then
he's so good, bro.
He was so good. On top of the fact that they had Ken Clausen, they had Ramel and Chamel, they had Steele Stanwyck, Chris LaPierre.
Think about that roster.
They were stacked.
They were stacked. And so watching them just play a bunch of other teams, I'm like, dude, this is the team. The Ken Clausen was the most quiet, dominating guy I had ever seen play lacrosse. And he had the flow, he had everything. He's like, but he was so dominant. So from that point on, I just kept watching UVA. I've been a huge UVA fan. They had, Matt and Rob Emery. They had obviously the Stanwicks, and then just watching them progress throughout time. Like I've always just been a big UVA fan.
Is that all sports, or is this just lacrosse?
Well, the thing is, I grew up in Texas, so if I'm gonna back somebody, like if University of Texas, UT Austin, the Longhorns had lacrosse when I was growing up, when I was in high school, I would have done everything in my power to go play there. Everything in my power.
UT's had a club team since like the 70s. TLN did a doc about it. TLN did a doc. It's on our YouTube. Everybody go watch it.
I've watched it.
Really
I have watched it. I'm a huge fan. However, I did not want to play club lacrosse at UT. I wanted to play. I wanted to play like NCAA lacrosse. So there was no way. What are we making eyes over there for, Scotty? You got something you want to get off your chest? What's going on?
No, I didn't say
anything.
Okay.
I was just making sure because as we said, communication is nonverbal, and you real nonverbal right now.
I know.
So I just had to check on you. All right, just making sure.
Wait. What division was your school?
It's Division II, baby. What's up?
Okay, I was just
we were on D2 heavy, so I say
respect.
You can Google me.
We are D2 heavy. I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let
And
me
guess
take a
what?
look at my surroundings.
I don't care where I'm at. I'm still gonna get buckets.
Okay, you were a defender. All right, on
Bucket.
to the next one.
I'm everything, baby. I'm a lacrosse player. I am a real
Bro.
bucket getter. Don't forget.
Me at summer league.
Bro.
That's me every day.
Yo,
I'm a bucket getter.
I'm a lacrosse player. Where you need me today?
I gotta put that in my next video, bro. Brian, tell me how you got involved with Syracuse.
See, it's similar to like the Mikey thing. So I love Syracuse lacrosse. I don't like Syracuse in any other sport. I went to St. John's University. So I grew up liking, so the SU thing for me was Mikey Powell. So when I first picked up a stick, so this is like the end of, this is like yeah, it was the beginning of Mikey Powell. So it's like you turned on the news, like Mikey Powell, open the newspaper, Mikey Powell, I Black Batman, like that was that guy, right? So they were a team, go to the Dome, I'm able to see him all the time. So just always just rocked with that shoe. But the funny part is, because I tweeted it out, what's the shout out my boy Matt Shaler because he's watching. We went to the SU basketball game, and I'm like, Whisper is not an SU basketball fan, and people are like, what? I was like, yeah, I like Georgetown to St. John's, so I went to St. John's, but I'm like Allen Iverson.
I saw that tweet. I knew that. I'm a loyal follower.
Appreciate you, Poole. But I'm
That's why I like you, Poole.
I'm not rooting for what I look like rooting for Syracuse with Allen Iverson is out in these streets and the Jordan 11. Like, come on, man. Like, I try to hear those Nim Behind. Like, miss me with that.
Melo didn't do it for you?
Different
era.
So I saw Melo I was in high school.
Melo was after.
Point, so like that point, because you just build the fan base. It's like Michigan football. Michigan always came on TV. They had a receiver that was from Syracuse. So it's like you kind of it's just like you get allegiances when you're like 8 or 9, and you just kind of stick with them. So it's like I never really felt like a need to switch over. And obviously Natty last year Poole, so that Michigan fandom worked.
Goddamn right, go blue.
Yeah, but that shit was that's obvious. It was Syracuse
and Poole.
Yeah, are we going lacrosse or like broad spectrum?
Go lacrosse and then go in the broad spectrum.
Okay, so the first play I saw, I've told the story a million times. The first play of lacrosse that I saw, swear to God, was CJ Costabille's overtime winner against Notre Dame. I was flipping. Swear to God, dude, I'm flipping through the channels. I'm from North Carolina. My uncle played football at Duke. Like my whole family's Duke fans. I was like flipping through and I saw Duke versus Notre Dame. I was like, oh, like didn't know what that was, and I clicked it. In 5 seconds, I hear a whistle, and he goes down, and then it's an absolute dog pile. And I was like, what the fuck was that? That was awesome.
Play it again.
Yeah. And I tried out for the team like that year. One of my boys played. That was one of my like good friends in my friend group, and I was like, I don't care like what I have to do, like whatever that guy plays, like that's what I'm doing. So I started off as an LSM, and so like dude, that's when like Duke, when I like really started getting it, like those Jordan Wolf, Miles Jones teams, like Luke Dupree, Henry Lobb, like
dirty.
Damn, dude, you joined during the golden age of Duke lacrosse.
And Wigriser, Turry in goal, like dude, like it was such a good time to watch Duke lacrosse. Right,
yeah, Wigriser was raw.
Yeah, and then you had like Brendan Fowler, like dude, it was like right, like who wouldn't want to watch those teams? So, like loved Duke lacrosse, and they were a pretty short drive away. But since that was when I was like 16, but my whole life I've been a Michigan fan, and the origin story of that is my stepdad went to Michigan State, and when I was really little, I chose the blue team instead of the green team. And dude, I don't know why it stuck like glue. Like it was like I was a duck, and I like imprinted.
You're that dude in your family?
Yeah, dude. And
we got people like that in my family too,
and I love them, and I love them to death, dude. And I saw this tweet that was like, if you watch sports without choosing a team, like it's a cop out. Like you're doing life on easy mode. You're like, you need to like get into the grind, and like that's so with Diggs's anecdote about like Hopkins in Maryland. I moved to California from like 2022 to 23, basically 2 years. When I was out there, like I saw the University of North Carolina way more than like I saw Duke, like on the West Coast. And I realized they are such a good representation of the state of North Carolina, which is where I'm from, and I'll fucking die here probably. I love it. Um, and it like kind of dissolved my Duke fandom into like me rooting for every team from North or South Carolina, and I'll always hold my Michigan fandom. Like, dude, I'm not gonna root against App State. I'll like never do that. Everybody loves
That's
App
fair.
State. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. After 07, how do you not love App State?
Dude, and I went to
Except for you, Poole.
I know. I went to App State for a semester, but
okay.
That's kind of I played
football.
football.
Beautiful.
It's the best.
That
Boone is the
campus
best.
That's cool.
crazy.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna Google it now.
I hold basically every North and South Carolina team very dearly, and then I'm all in on the Wolverines.
Nah, all of the colleges in North Carolina, like East Carolina's campus is super nice. Because my sister lived in Charlotte, so I had to drive from Syracuse to Charlotte. So yeah, all like parts of North Carolina, I'm like, this is.
Does she still live here? Like, pull up whenever you're here. Let me know.
Okay, nah, if she was, I'd let you know. But yeah, she moved. She's in the Q's again. But yeah, I spent a couple summers. Yeah.
Scotty, what you got? You got your master's now. You're a Scarlet Knight, like you own the place.
That guy.
Thank you.
All right. Goes to a state school, then goes to Stanford for
K University. Sitting here pushing Rutgers like
as much as I would love to have like one of those stories that go way back. I don't. Okay, I don't. I'm not gonna.
Oh, that's why I'm about to die. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, my growing up, there was never lacrosse on the TV. The first lacrosse game I think I ever went to was the Big City Classic. But even when the Big City Classic was going on, I was too young to understand what I was really seeing, like to really appreciate it. And that's one of my biggest regrets to this day. But when I was in college, I started watching more college lacrosse, like started understanding what's going on. And Rutgers, right across the like 30-minute drive from my school, I remember rushing from my games on Saturday at 1 o'clock to get to the Rutgers game at 4 o'clock, right? Because Rutgers was legit with that Jules Henningberg, Adam Charlambides, Scott Beta. Those teams were legit, man. And when I was at those games, man, I was like, this is Jersey. This is Jersey. And yeah, I just those are the only games where I really went to were those Rutgers games. And after getting my master's there, it wrote it in stone that I am a Scarlet Knight for the rest of my life.
Okay. I love that.
You guys remember? You guys remember briefly when Rutgers was number 1 in the country?
No, when that happened.
That happened, I wanted to say 2015 or 16. Bro, you don't remember this?
Is he serious or are you making this up?
I don't remember.
Diggs, I know what you're doing, but Brian actually doesn't remember.
Nah, this is like a thing where it's like when people just always act like they know what's going on and they're like, yeah, I remember. I don't remember this.
No, it actually happens. Diggs, you remember this, right?
I actually don't. I was just really excited to say that I didn't.
Okay, I was about to say, was it like a Towson
Cool.
thing?
Do you remember when Rutgers was number 1 in the country?
Dude, I candidly do not remember that.
Bro, it was like one of the happiest days of my life was in 2006 when Rutgers football beat Louisville.
That was crazy.
And the next happiest day of my life was when Rutgers was number 1 in the country for like a week.
No, I don't remember that. Well, the football win, yeah, I remember that. Ray Rice, oof.
Pandemonium and Piscataway. That's one of the best broadcasting calls of the year.
Oh yeah. Pandemonium and Piscataway. You know, I love the Scarlet Knights, and we're about to call it a good night right now. All right.
He's slick. He's good with it. He's good.
So
and he's gotten better. He was already good. He's gotten better. It's crazy.
That is a wrap with another episode of Stick Talk. We got the boys Brian, Diggs, Shane, and Poole join the crew for today. Thanks, Poole, for joining us today, my man.
Yeah, get your Johns Hopkins lacrosse merch on shop.thelacrossenetwork.com.
Yes, sir.
My
This
Houston one's
was-
in the is in the washing machine. That's why I didn't wear it.
My man. Shane, I'll get you a UVA one.
Need that.
And don't
And then-
forget, everybody, Laxdad hats coming out. I don't have a kid yet, but you guys could get yours. Get yours before they're sold out. We'll catch you guys later on the next episode of Stick Talk. Peace out.
Yeah, boys.